So you want to build a programmatic SEO website. Well, lucky for you, I've built quite a few of them, and that's exactly what this tool does. Build programmatic websites. Once you've signed up and you've given me your money, you will end up on the dashboard. At the minute, it's pretty boring. There's not a lot going on, but we are going to change that. The first thing you'll probably want to do is click Add Template and name it whatever you want. In this case, literally. And then to continue, you need to upload a CSV file. This is going to be the data that you've collected that you want to build your site around. Each row will become a post or page on your website. In a future version of this, there'll be more advanced options here to create archive pages, collections, things like that. But for version 1, it's going to be each row in the CSV will become a post or page, keeping it simple for the launch. Upload it. Now this is, it's a CSV of LLC formation information, which sounds like a mouthful because it is. It's basically all the information you would need to know about forming an LLC in every single state. So there's 50 some odd rows in here. So what we want to do, and the article settings, is set a title. So here we're going to do how to form an LLC in, and then we don't want to type the state because that would just be too, well, manual and not programmatic. So we're going to hit add variable, and we have a state here. So then the preview will show us we're going to form an LLC in Alabama. And as it loops through all the rows, the title will change for each of them. And we can do the same thing in the meta description as well. So it will be detailed information on how you can form an LLC in state for free, using a quality LLC formation service. If you really wanted to push the affiliate stuff, you could also be a SaaS product that is helping companies to form LLCs, and you want to provide your own information, whatever it is, you can put that into the description there. So then we'll hit save, and then the settings are updated. Down here, we've got some AI settings that you can change. This is for when you use AI content. You can add custom prompts if you want as well. You can choose the language, the writing tone, the point of view, whatever to fit your brand. This is all pretty standard stuff now, which I did originally in Cuppa, but now I'm doing it here. And that's it for the article settings. Then you've got the variables. You can rename these if you want to make them a bit more friendly within the app, but we're going to keep that as it is for now. Now, the next thing you would want to do probably is go through all of the content blocks and build out your template. This can take a bit of time, especially if you're wanting to do it properly and really make it less than just another programmatic site, which is just Mad Libs. This is going to use some conditional stuff. We've got images, we've got tables, and I'm going to show you most of these in a minute, but I've got an example that I'm going to show you. So I can just quickly explain. The template content is just plain text with variables inserted. So you type the static text, it will be the same across every post, but the variables will get changed. So it's very useful, and this is how a lot of programmatic SEO sites are anyway. So that's probably going to be the bread and butter of the situation, because you can control the context and it's not going to be like AI going off on a tangent. Then we've got OpenAI content. It's OpenAI for now, but it will potentially use Claude or other writers in the future. For now, it's just OpenAI. And this, again, you can give it a prompt, you can give it variables within the prompt, and then it will write content for you. Same for the image. It says OpenAI image. It's not actually OpenAI image because DALL-E, however you pronounce it, has pretty poor rate limits, which means when you're trying to create a lot of images for programmatic pages, it times out. So we're actually using Replicate instead. So I should change that. Then you can upload static images, and also we have conditional content, which is the template content, but with conditionals. We have conditional AI content, which is the AI content, but with an if condition based on data on the row. You can insert tables, both standard and comparison table, which if you want to compare two things side by side. For now, though, Most people are probably going to want to use WordPress. So we have a plugin, WordPress plugin here, which you can download, and we're going to do that. We're going to download that to downloads. And then in WordPress, we will go to plugins, add new plugin, upload plugin, and then we'll do that. And then we'll install it. Once it's activated, you'll see a setting on the side over here where you can put in your API key and click Save Changes. Okay, now I have switched over to the account where I've already created a template, and WordPress is installed. The API key is here. So if I go to WordPress and settings, if I click Save, it will say the plugin installation has been verified. So all your information is down here, your API key. You can choose whether you want to publish to posts or pages. You can choose a status if you don't want to publish it directly. You want to do it as a draft, you can do that. You can also choose a category. By default, in a future version, you'll be able to pick categories individually by article. Right now, it's just a group setting. And then you can choose your content format, whether you want to go with Gutenberg blocks or standard HTML, which would be converted to a classic editor. And obviously the categories here, we haven't got any. So templates, I have a LLC formation template here. Article settings are as I showed you in the last video, and the CSV file is the same file. Now let's go through a couple of the blocks here. So this is a template content, which is written text with variables inserted. So this is like an introductory paragraph, which just talks about step by step how to apply for an LLC in this state. Very, very simple, not very exciting. Then we've got an OpenAI image, which is not OpenAI, as I've said, it's Replicate. And I'm saying generate a high quality illustration of the state shape for state with the crest inside it. This is just an example. The output is not great for this kind of stuff, but it's just to show you how you can generate images. And obviously you can do your own prompts probably better than I can. But ultimately, it's just to show that you can actually create images based on prompts with variables in it. For something like this, realistically, I would probably have a VA get the actual state images, add them to the CSV and use those as my image on the post to have a bit more control. But for the example, this is fine. Then we've got more template content, which is my recommended part. There's no link here, but I might want to put an affiliate link if I was trying to promote Zen Business or one of these other formation services. So again, that's plain text. And in fact, there's no actual variables in this one. It's just, we could maybe make it a bit more personalized here and say that Zen Business is an expert in the state, if they are. Obviously, we want to try and make the best quality content possible, so we need to keep it accurate. Then we've got some AI content. So in this one, you're a legal expert with the ability to explain complex concepts. And you can, again, riff on this and do your own prompts for this. But now we're saying write 2 or 3 paragraphs about whether it is a requirement for you to apply for an LLC in this state, and make sure to explain the benefits of doing so. Now, obviously, this is a legal example, so you would definitely want someone to check this after the fact. But for you, you'll obviously have a team of quality control checking it, or you should, that will make sure that the output of the AI is correct. And the more data you can give it here, the more information you can put in from the sheet with different variables, the less likely it is for the AI to hallucinate. Okay, so we've got a bunch of other template and OpenAI content. Now we've got a conditional one here, which basically says that if the state is Alabama, which is the only state that requires it, it's a $28 naming registration fee. So we're just doing a quick conditional here to say if the state is Alabama, we need to add this text to the post. And then we've got a couple of others here. Well, there's a table here for starts. Let's have a look at this one. This is the filing fee, renewal fee, and the renewal period. So we can preview the table here. Now, one thing to note is that these are actually dollars, but the value in the CSV is just a number. So we have a prefix. So we can actually add a dollar symbol there, and it will update that. We can add a dollar symbol on the renewal fee there as a prefix to show that as well. And then we can hit save. We've got a conditional check here to see if this state allows you to file online. And then you can say, yeah, the easiest and most popular way to apply for an LLC in this given state is to file online. Some states don't let you do that, bizarrely. But if they don't, if file online is 0, then this is one of the few states that does not accept online applications. So you need to apply by mail. And then there's a mail approval time field, which tells you approximately how long it will take for that application to be processed. And obviously you can get more and more detailed the more data you have. And then finally here, we can do our conclusion. You successfully applied, blah, blah, blah. One thing as well on the image block, you can do a dynamic image from the CSV as long as it's a URL. Okay, so you can pick if you did have an image URL in here stored somewhere else, you could obviously upload it to your own server, whatever. So that's just an option for you. So let's click generate. So we're going to select the CSV file from the drop down and we're going to say limit to 2 articles for this. And then it's going to go off and generate those 2 articles for us, which will take some time because obviously there's AI calls and things to make here. So the LLC in Alabama article has completed and has Alaska. So we can click preview and then it will show us the article. I mean, this image is fantastic. I'm not sure what's going on, but I dig it. So it's a full article based on everything that we had. Obviously, I could make that a link, and then within WordPress or wherever you might want to style this block. That's some ideas I've got for that in a future version. AI content, choosing your name, entity search, name designator, all this kind of stuff, filing fees. So you've built a full article here, and you could easily see how quick this would be to apply across your entire sheet. Now we can publish to WordPress as well. So we're going to do that right now really quickly. We're going to select these 2 articles and we're going to publish them to our site, which is wordpress.test. And then they're going to get processed and they're already done. So now we can open it in WordPress and it's already published it, how to form an LLC in Alabama. So it's got all the information here, and this is just a vanilla WordPress install. When you edit the post, you'll see that it is all Gutenberg blocks. Table block. So that was very quick and very easy to publish to WordPress. And that is version 1 of Create Pages. Thank you. Thank you. It's still a work in progress, so I'm putting it out there now to get some feedback on how I can improve this. I think the way that it publishes and creates posts to WordPress is brilliant. It's really quick, much quicker than other alternative solutions. So I really want to know what you think about the template editor. Obviously you can drag and drop these and do different things, but I really want to know what you want from this. So let me know. You can get me on Twitter, X, whatever, LinkedIn, or you can just email me support@createpages.com and let me know your thoughts on the tool. Cheers.